Hey, it's your birthday in a few weeks.
Yes, sweetheart. What shall we do?
You say. But before that, I wanted to talk to you about something else.
Yeah, tell me. Is everything okay? You rarely text me when I am at work.
Actually, I have been thinking a lot about this. I don't know how to tell you.
Please be frank with me, Samantha. I don't like talking in circles.
You know how difficult your mom is.
Yeah. But what happened? Did she do something again?
No, she didn't do anything right now. But I think we need to not give her a chance to do anything that would hurt us or make us sad.
How is that possible?
Look, she has obviously struggled a lot with the transition of her kids having kids of their own. For her, her family includes just her husband and her kids.
Yeah, tell me something new. What's the issue here? I can't seem to see it.
She hates all her grandkids and spouses of her kids too. She shows it by giving us cheap gifts as birthday presents, while you and her other kids get the most extravagant and amazing presents.
Okay, honey. What can I do about it?
So I need you to tell her to stop giving you those because you're a husband and father first, and accepting such gifts isn't right.
What? Why?
She doesn't want to do family vacations or interact much with us. Do you know what she gave Jasmine for her 13th birthday? A $10 makeup palette she probably picked in the line.
What? That's really bad.
Yeah, while you got your choice of experiences or hobby related things because you grew up wealthy but don't make that kind of money.
That's kind of rude to say.
Yeah, but what she does is not kind either.
I know. So, you want me to tell her to stop giving me all those lavish gifts altogether?
Yes, if you agree with me.
Okay, sure. I'll tell her.
Thanks for respecting your wife and daughter above everyone else.
I do respect you guys, no matter what. Taking gifts from my mom doesn't diminish my respect for you two. It just lifts up my heart and mind from all those depressing thoughts that I've been getting since the past few months.
I'm sorry? What? Why didn't you discuss this with me earlier? I didn't know those gifts would help you feel happy.
Yeah, they felt like little perks that I kept looking forward to. I miss my mom and dad a lot, and I feel like I'm just a father and husband now and kinda losing my identity.
I'm so sorry, Daniel. I didn't realize the gifts meant so much to you.
Well, it feels like I give constantly and get very little back.
Honey, I hate seeing you like this. Okay, we won't call your mom to say we don't need any gifts. I'm no longer gonna stand in the way.
Thanks, Samantha. This means a lot.
A few days later. Mom, I'm really mad at you. Huh? What happened, honey? What did I do? You were gonna ask Dad to stop accepting all those lavish gifts from Grandma because we both felt horrible about him getting the best ones while we got the scraps. Oh, yes. That? Yeah. It is his birthday after a few days and the gifts are already here. It's probably a $10,000 bike and a few gift cards so he can take the weekend off to go on his favorite trails. I know, honey. I discussed this with your dad and he expressed his desire to continue receiving gifts from his mother because it made him feel happy. So, then what happened? Why did the gifts come in anyway? He likes to be on the receiving end sometimes too, and you know we can't afford all those things like your grandma can. Mom, a $10 pallet for me while Dad gets a $10,000 bike is not cool. You and Dad are being so unfair by allowing Grandma to flaunt how selfish she is. What else could we do, honey? You and Dad should have stood your ground strongly and told her that there would be no fancy gifts for Dad alone. We can't force someone to get us gifts. It's her wish. She wants to spoil her kids and no one else. I'm so disappointed in you guys right now. You both have no backbone, to be honest. Jasmine, that's enough. You can't call us spineless. Dad is gonna be so disappointed when he hears what you have got to say about it. Mom, tell me one thing. I'm not sure, but why did you ever decide to block gifts for Dad in the first place? Because it felt unfair then. So, what happened now? I told you. It helps Dad to feel happy. Fine. I don't want to talk to anybody. Jasmine, are you there? Hey, Mom's present is here.
Oh my god, yeah! Did you see all the awesome things she has sent? I'm so excited about the trail.
Yeah, it's really amazing. But there's a problem.
What happened, honey?
Jasmine blew up. She is very mad at us for having decided not to accept gifts anymore from your mom, yet accepting this gift.
Uh-oh. But how does she know? She was not supposed to be a part of this conversation or decision.
She's not a baby. She's a teenager. She understands things now.
Yeah, I get it, but she was not pissed about Mom's gifts before you discussed it with her. You were the one who initially had a problem with me receiving them.
Oh my god! Are you accusing me of causing this?
Very much so.
I can't believe this!
I don't know why you had such a problem with it. Because of you, even Jasmine started hating her grandmother. You kinda squished me in between. This should have never been a family conversation in the first place.
I wonder how any father could put up with a family member showing such little respect for his child. Even a gift card could have been enough for a teen. But a $10 cheap checkout counter pallet in juxtaposition to something as grand as a bike? That's shitty, and you know it.
This is a never-ending point.
Now that you are easily shifting the blame on me for this horrible situation that your mom has created over all these years, you need to listen.
Fine.
She could have spent $9,950 on you and given our daughter a $50 gift card to Sephora, and the kid would have felt at least seen.
I think the terrible gifts are on purpose. She doesn't seem to want to connect with any of her grandkids much.
Yeah, it's so strange. 13 years later, it's a little odd to be still mourning the transition from a nuclear family.
I know, I admit it. It's odd. The first few years, yeah, I could get it, but 13 years later and after multiple grandkids have been born?
Thank God you're seeing this in the same way as I am. She doesn't have to be the grandparent of the year, baking cookies and knitting sweaters, but you'd think after this long she would have accepted the fact that she's getting old.
I can actually see some narcissistic traits in my mom after all these years when I analyze her behavior.
Bullseye! She gifts her sons and daughters because she sees them as an extension of her. You guys are her legacy.
So true. But it troubles me that my teenage daughter cannot see me getting a few awesome things from my mom.
Oh, come on. She's not the problem. Your mom is. I get it. Jasmine should not have a problem with gifts as they're purely the giver's choice, but the person in question is her grandmother and father.
Okay, I'm fed up with this whole thing. Please tell me, what should we do? Shall I return the bike and gift cards back to mom?
I don't know. Maybe you can speak to Jasmine and see if she wants to come on the trail with you? That way she would be happy too.
Oh yeah, why didn't I think of this before? It's an amazing idea.
Yeah, she's very upset at the moment, and I suggest you wait until you get home to ask her about this idea.
Oh, okay, sure, honey. Thanks for understanding how much this means to me.
A few days later. Hi, Dad. I'm sorry that I thought badly about you. The trail ride was so amazing.
Hi, sweetie. I'm so glad we got to bond over the exact thing which was causing friction between us.
Yeah, Mom told me that you love receiving these presents because you can never afford them.
Yeah, sadly, that's true.
I would never accept gifts from you though, even if I was poor.
What? Why not?
Because my kids would think their mother is a freeloader who expects gifts from her parents even though she's an adult now. Something about that doesn't sit right with me.
So, are you saying you think the same about me too? Don't you respect me anymore?
I'm sorry, Dad, but I don't. Mom said not receiving anything at all makes you feel bad, but we do a lot for you too. It may not be as fancy as Grandma's expensive gifts, but we value you with our love and time.
Oh, honey, this is embarrassing. I never expected you to feel like this about me.
It's okay, Dad. If it makes you happy, I shouldn't come in the way. It's your choice after all.
According to you, what would be the right thing to do?
Dad, you are not strong enough to do the right thing. Or you would have done it when the first present arrived for you after you got married, while Mom got a pair of gloves and hair clips as a Christmas present from Grandma.
I remember that one so well. I received a PlayStation from my mom. Your mom was kinda sad, but she was happy for me.
It's worrying that you kept getting happier all these years, while your wife kept playing the good wife role and being treated badly by your family.
What could I do? If I didn't accept those gifts, my mom would think I am a bad kid and I would disobey her and insult her by not accepting her kids.
It's sad that you grew up pleasing your mom no matter how you felt.
My dad never dared to disobey her. No one wanted to see her wrath.
You know, you're an adult now, Dad. Your mom can't bend your hair if you don't want it. You can say no without the burden of being the unliked kid.
But my parents have done so much for me.
What about us? This is your family. They're your extended family, Dad.
You're seriously right. I can say no. If she loves me truly, she will see my viewpoint and not force me to accept anything from her.
Exactly. Why do you fear your parents so much, Dad?
I don't know, honey. Maybe because I grew up timid and always received love from them only when I did as they would please.
We love you no matter what. Even if you still choose to go ahead and take whatever Grandma gives you, we wouldn't stop loving you. Our love is not conditional.
Conditional. Wow, you're a big girl now. I'm so proud of how I raised you. When I first heard that you were pissed about the presents I got, I was mad at you for being so entitled. But you've opened my eyes.
Thanks, Dad. Grandma may have nothing in her heart against us, but the proportion of gifts is very insulting. She doesn't need to spend any time with us, but if she understands that her son doesn't have enough, then his family might not have enough too.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask her to give me family experiences and general usage items if she wishes to give me something henceforth.
That's sweet, Dad. Please think this through before making any decision. I don't want you to regret it later and feel sad.
Yeah, why would anyone respect my family if I didn't care about them in the first place? I am very sure in my mind this time. My family is my priority.
True, Dad. Just as you kids are your parents' priority, so are we each other's priority.
Exactly.
Dad, I wanted to share something. I'm doing this part-time job as a babysitter for a few hours on alternate days every evening.
Oh yeah, your mom told me about it. That's so amazing.
I saved up and I got you something for your birthday, Dad.
Wow, what is it?
It's a wristwatch. I hope you like it, Dad.
I can't wait to wear it and flaunt my little daughter's first ever present to me. I am so proud of you.
Thanks, Dad.
I don't want presents from you, honey. I love you a lot no matter what.
I know, Dad. I will save from now. But your birthday calls for you to feel special.
I'm crying. At work.
Dad, me too. Thanks for being the best dad in the world.
Thanks for helping me become the best dad for you. Daniel went and spoke to his parents about how the expensive and lavish presents made his family feel. They were angry and said that they, Daniel's family, have no right to have an opinion about it in the first place. They tried to give him some cash and even bribed him with a few more expensive gifts, but Daniel was too firm to care or change his mind. They didn't wish to give him any presents if his family was going to dictate what he can get and what he can't. This made Daniel realize how controlling and cruel his parents were. He told them to not send any more gifts in future since they couldn't respect his family and indirectly were disrespecting him. This infuriated Daniel's mom and she slapped him and asked him to leave. Jasmine and Samantha were proud of Daniel for standing up for them and himself. Daniel soon got promoted at work and now makes enough to spend on himself and his family too. Looking at them, Daniel's brothers and sisters called out their parents too for giving shitty presents to their grandkids. The parents were left all alone.